next year. じゃあ、説明ちょっとハンドリングお願いします。
Okay, Seth, we'll let you handle some QA for us.
So let's not pick you because I picked you before. No, go ahead.
For Street Fighter 4 and Marvel, in most games that come out, between PS3 and PS6, there are slight differences in timing and everything like that. And normally, tournaments like this usually take one system, and people, I'm guessing here don't all own PS3 and 360 they play on. So my question is this: in terms of balancing the game to as close as possible between the two versions, are you guys going to try and make that more similar to the other games, or is that just a problem with the hardware that's different for you?
質問なんですけど、スト4もそうだし、カップスイッチ、ある程度しかないかもしれないですけど、少しだけ先生に若干違うのもあったりするので、大体取るんですけど、一つは基準が限られて、サムパイルビズのそれがあったりするけど、今回のスト4はちょっと差がないので、仕様というんですか、それともやっぱりどうしてもハードの違いがあるので、
はい、いきなりすごく革新的な話になるんですけども、我々自身はその問題は熟知承知してます。でやはり60フレームでですねゲームを作ろうっていうのはもう皆さんとのもう本当にこれ暗黙のお約束で動いてるんですけども、入力も表示も60フレームを実現してるんですけど、やはり入力した後じゃあその信号が CPU に届いて、その CPU が GPU に絵を描かせて、でそこからまたその反応を返してくるまでの間っていうのはやはりそのタイムラインが存在してます。やはり電子のスピードもやっぱりゼロではないので、処理をするその速度っていう部分に関してはですね、ストリートファイターシリーズの場合はだいぶ僕たちは360との間にうまくタイムのストレッチというのをかけてですね合わせようとしてますけど、やっぱまだまだズレは出てるのは認識してます。でストリートファイタークロス鉄拳もですね、技術チームはそこのストレッチをどういう形をすればもう、今ビータも発表させてもらいましたけど、ビータであったりとか PC 版全てがなるべく一致するようにできるかっていうのは本当に今日々ずっと努力をしているので、これから出していくタイトルはなるべくそこを平均化していきたいとは思っています。
Right out of the gate with the difficult tech questions. First of all, we are aware of that, but that's obviously, already it's not your imagination. We know that that is an issue. Unfortunately, we really get down to physics here. When we're doing a 60 frames a second game, it's not visually just moving at 60 frames a second, but your input is going in at 60 frames a second. So that signal from the button push goes into the CPU, whatever hardware you're using, the CPU sends that signal to the GPU, which then draws it on the screen. And as long as we're using different hardware and different chips, there's always going to be some slight difference there. What we did with Street Fighter 4, we tried our damnedest, and we admit it's not perfect, but we did do some tweaking and kind of stretching, the time to try and bring parity to it. It's not perfect yet. We have our tech team right now, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, working really hard to try to get that as absolutely precise as possible, and that goes not just for the 360 and PS3 versions, but the Vita version, potential PC version, etc. We want these to all feel as close as humanly possible one another. So we do recognize that's a problem. We're going to do everything we can to eliminate it. But at the end of the day, it's just the way electricity moves through there.
でそこをですねすごく平均化してやりすぎるとですね、皆さんなんかもっさりしてるなとか、なんか動きが悪いなっていうふうに感じてくると思うので、そこをどういうふうに解決していくのかっていうのはやっぱりこれからの格闘ゲームのその平均化っていうのは非常に僕たちは大切な問題だと思っています。
Of course, we have to take a lot of care and caution at that as well. If we go too far in one direction, or slow it down too much, or speed it up too much, based on a certain piece of hardware, we can end up with the game feeling off. So to really sum up, the answer to your questions are yes and yes. Yes, we're doing everything we can to eliminate that, and yes, hardware differences unfortunately make that a reality we have to deal with.
Hi.
Let's go in the back with the yellow shirt.
I want to ask, the switch cancel, you talk about crazy players.
まずスイッチキャンセルに関してなんですけども、今ちょうどあなたが言われたことは開発の中で今揉めてます。面白いのはやはり空中で、ゼロシートにあったその空中ガードもそうなんですけども、今まで空中ガードはそれ4シリーズ入れてないんですよね。その空中ガードと比喩するぐらい空中での攻めのものを入れるのか、それともやめるのかっていうのはもうまさに、今討論の最中ですと。まずこれ一つ目の答えです。
We'll answer these in order. First question, funny you should ask. That's actually a hot topic of conversation back in Osaka with the dev team. We're trying to figure out the best solution for that. Ideally, you would be able to do switch cancels in the air because there's not a whole lot else to do in the air. The Street Fighter 4 series, you did the air blocking. For example, in the Alpha series, it's a lot of fun. So we'd like to give you some other tool to use with airborne, but we don't want to break the game as a result. So we're actually at this very moment determining the best way to tackle that.
で2つ目の質問なんですけども、どこまで言おうかな。
Second question, trying to figure out just how much we should say. I think we just said a lot right there.
Thank you all for coming.
ちょっとだけヒント答えるけど、
How about a hint?
まずストリートファイター、これはもうコミコンの時少しだけ皆さん出したんですけど、残念ながらちょっと GGPO はやっぱり処理が重くてですね、今回使えません。ただストリートファイターの方ではないネットコードで、今回は、ホストクロを組んでいます。でそのネットコードは非常に優秀なので、世界中の皆さんと何かやりたいなっていうぐらいまでは可能性が見えてきました。これを最大のヒントにさせてください。
This is the best hint you're going to get today. We talked about this at Comic-Con a bit as well. Unfortunately, we looked into using GGPO for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and it's probably not just going to play very nicely with the engine we've come up with. It does take a little more CPU power than we're willing to sacrifice on our end. That said, this is not the Street Fighter 4 netcode either. This is new, it's bigger, sleeker, better, and will allow for a lot of signals going back and forth. And I think if we have a good system like that, we're going to naturally want to do a lot of cool things with other players from around the world. ...